Okay, Algebra 2 class, this is your quiz prep for Unit 6. As you can see, we're going to cover these objectives. We're going to add and subtract polynomials. We're going to multiply polynomials. We will use long division to divide polynomials. And we will use synthetic division to divide polynomials. I'm going to record this lesson so that you can watch it this weekend in case you have questions. Also, as you work on it in class, you guys can check it out, see if you're doing it correctly. When we are adding polynomials, we can remove the parentheses right away, x minus 5 plus 3x plus 8. And we can simply combine like terms. As you can see, I have my x's that can combine together. So in this situation, I have 4x and I have plus 3. I'm done. If you have subtraction, you must distribute the subtraction sign through. I will have a 5x minus 4, and I will have a minus 7x, and I will have a plus 3. As you see, that subtraction sign has to go through to both pieces. After that's happened, I can combine like terms. 5x and 7x are alike. One's negative, so I have a negative 2x. I have a negative 4 and a positive 3. It's negative 1, so that's my correct answer. For letter C, again, we could take the parentheses off and simply combine like terms. I have nothing else that's x to the 4th, so I simply have 5x to the 4th. We're done with that. I go to x to the 3rd. That makes a total of 9x to the 3rd. I have negative 2x squared and a negative 4x squared. That will make negative 6x squared. I only have a positive 2x, so I just write positive 2x. And then I have a positive 8 and a negative 5. Positive 8 and negative 5 make positive 3. So that's my answer. As you can see for the last one, we must distribute the negative sign through. So I will do that. Negative x squared minus 5x plus 7. Don't change anything on the first one, but the second one, I will have a plus x to the 3rd plus 5x squared minus 3x and a plus 8. So now the parentheses are gone. I can now combine like terms. I'll look at my x to the 3rds. That's my largest. I just have that one, so x to the 3rd. I have 5x squared and negative x squared. That makes 4x squared. I have negative 5x, negative 3x. That makes negative 8x. And I have positive 7, positive 8. That makes plus 15. So that's my final answer. So that's adding and subtracting polynomials. When we multiply polynomials, we have to distribute each term of the first polynomial to each term of the second polynomial. Let's start with x times x, which is x squared. X times 3, 3x. 4 times x, 4x. 4 times 3, 12. Notice that I could combine these two terms together to get x squared plus 7x plus 12. Next one, I again distribute each term to each term. So it's all 6x squared minus 16x. Negative 15x plus 40. So that's 6x squared minus 31x plus 40. That's my answer. If it says squared, that means you multiply it twice. So it'll be 2x plus 5 times 2x plus 5. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 5 is 25. Leaves me with 4x squared plus 20x plus 25, and that's it. X plus 2 squared would be x plus 2 times x plus 2. X squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4. That makes x squared plus 4x plus 4 when you combine the terms in the middle together. Notice in this situation that you have a trinomial. I'm going to erase the stuff above to be able to give me a little bit more room to work. We have a binomial and a trinomial. We just got to be a little bit more careful about our terms. Same approach. X times x squared is x to the third. X times 3x is 3x squared. X times 5 is 5x. Now I'm done with the x, so I move to the negative 2. Negative 2x squared minus 6x minus 10. Now I look for terms I can combine together. I have an x to the third. That's done. Looks like I have a 3x squared and a negative 2x squared. That makes 1x squared. Looks like I have a 5x and a negative 6x. That makes a negative x. I have a minus 10. And that's my final answer. And finally for f, again, I will distribute each term to each term. 3x to the fifth. Negative x to the third. 4x squared. Move on to my next one. 6x to the fourth. Minus 2x squared. Plus 8x. Now we do the last one, which would be the 3. Plus 9x to the third. Minus 3x. Plus 12. You don't have to combine like terms. I only have the single x to the fifth term. That one's done. I only have a single x to the fourth term. That's 6x to the fourth. I have 2x to the third terms. I have a 9x to the third and a negative x to the third. That will make 8x to the third. I have 2x squared terms, a positive 4 and a negative 2. That will make positive 2. I have a positive 8x and a negative 3x. That will make positive 5x. And I have my plus 12 at the end. That's it. So you can see that we've added and subtracted. We've also multiplied. Now the last to do is divide. We have long division. We have synthetic division. Remember that we write x plus 4 goes into x squared plus 12x plus 32. First question I ask is, what do I multiply x by to get x squared? The answer is x. Notice how the x goes above the 12x. I then multiply this x back through to get x squared plus 4x. And I subtract. X squared minus x squared is 0. 12x minus 4x is 8x. Drop down to 32. What do I multiply x by? Again, what do I multiply this by to get this? Okay, and the answer is 8. Put 8 above that 32 because they are constants. Multiply that 8 back through, and you get 8x plus 32. Subtract, and you get 0. So my final answer is x plus 8, no remainder. You flip it over. Again, I'll set it up. X minus 2 goes into 3x to the third plus 0x squared minus 4x plus 2. Note that you have to have the 0 in there as a placeholder for your x squareds. What do I multiply x by to get 3x to the third? 3x squared. 3x squared minus 6, to the third, minus 6x squared. Subtract. 0 minus negative 6x squared is 6x squared. Drop down to 4x. What do you have to multiply x by to get 6x squared? 6x. Multiply that back through. 6x squared minus 12x. Subtract. Negative 4x minus negative 12x. That's a positive 8x plus 2. What do you multiply x by to get 8x? 8. Multiply it through. 8x minus 16. Subtract. You get 18. So it's a remainder of 18. We write it as the remainder over the divisor. And that is your correct answer. And finally, we have one more. I'm going to erase this to create more room. This one will take a little while. X plus 6 goes into x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd minus 3x squared plus 0x plus 5. What do I multiply x by to get x to the 4th? X to the 3rd. Multiply that through, I get x to the 4th plus 6x to the 3rd. Subtract. X to the 3rd minus 6x to the 3rd is negative 5x to the 3rd. Drop down my minus 3x squared. Again, if I'm going too fast at any point, the advantage is you're watching a video. Go ahead and rewind it. So, what do I multiply x by to get negative 5x to the 3rd? Multiply by negative 5x squared. Get 5x to the 3rd minus 30x squared. Subtract. Notice how the first two always cancel. Negative 5x third minus negative 5x to the 3rd is 0. But the other two, negative 3x squared minus negative 30x squared is 27x squared plus 0x. So what do you multiply x by to get 27x squared? Multiply by 27x. Multiply that through. 27x squared plus 27 times 6. Well, 20 times 6 is 120. 7 times 6 is 42. This is like 162x. Subtract. Negative 162x plus 5. We multiply x by to get negative 162x. 162. Multiply negative 162 through, you get negative 162x. And times 6, that's a little bit more difficult. Let's see. 162 times 6, 12, 7, 3, 9. 972, and it's negative. Subtract. 5 minus negative 972 is positive 977, plus 977 divided by your divisor, x plus 6. That is your answer. So, again, you've seen examples of long division. It can take a while. That's a pretty hard problem for you. Remember to always put zeros in for your placeholders, and hopefully you will have success. Now, the other day we learned a quicker method, which is synthetic division. Again, you draw the box and the remainder box. 5 goes here because 5 minus 5 is 0. And then you put your coefficients of your equation. They're 1, negative 4, negative 5. Notice how negative 5 goes right over the remainder spot. Drop down your first term, 1, and now multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. Add, get negative 1. Positive 1, excuse me. 5 times 1 is 5. Add, and you get 0. This is your remainder. That's your constant. That's your x. So you have 1x plus 1 is your answer. Next one, same thing. Box. Remainder. Negative 1 goes there because negative 1 minus 1 is 0. 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1. A lot of ones. Got to be careful. Drop down the 1. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Add 0. Negative 1 times 0, 0. Add negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1, 1. Add, get 0. This is your remainder. This is your constant. This is your x. This is your x squared. 1x squared minus 1. That is your result. Four. 4x to the 3rd, negative 3x squared is 2x minus 3. Drop down the 4, multiply. 16. Negative 3 plus 16 is 13. Multiply 52. 2 plus 52 is 54. Multiply 216. Negative 3 plus 216 is 213. This is your remainder. This is your constant. This is your x. This is your x squared. 4x squared plus 13x plus 54 plus 213 over your divisor, which is x minus 1. And finally, the last one. Give myself some room here. -2 is what you plug in to get 0. -2. Draw my line. Remainder. 1x to the fourth. 0x to the third. 0x squared. -3. Positive 1. Drop down the 1. -2 times 1. -2. 0 plus -2. -2. -2 times -2. 4. Add 4. -2 times 4. -8. Add 11. -2 times -11. 22. Add, get 23. Remainder, constant, x squared, x to the third. Write it out. 1x to the third minus 2x squared plus 4x minus 11 plus 23 over your divisor, which is x plus 2. That's it. Hopefully this is helpful. If you need it slower or anything, you can watch it again. Good luck.